Llama? Ilufachi?
Slayer.
No, you can't super bounce the same on MCC. There are mods you can do to change the tick rate to be able to do it, but what I'm doing now just doesn't work naturally on MCC now. Whee! We used to call that the penguin bounce. That's the pipes. I definitely meant to land on those. That's cool bounce. First of today's dozen streams. No, day 16, not 16 streams. I only streamed twice yesterday. Yo, what's up, Joe? Did Magnus really win 8 out of 9 this morning? I didn't keep up with the chess, hold on. I was just saying Magnus was washed. Did he really just go on a tear? Check the... Magnus Carlsen gains zero point 0.1 elo after going 8 out of 9. I guess he played what he is. They played Vichy, never mind, but Vichy's washed. Undraken. Eight wins in a row. Magnus loses to China. So I heard for the World Cup schedule, if the U.S. wins their first match bracket game, then they'll get another game in Seattle. I might try to go to that one. I should probably try to go to the block party for that. It seemed like a pretty big event, the first one. If we actually make it into the real tournament and get a Seattle game, that'd be pretty sweet. The schedule is already determined, like which matches play where. So if the U.S. wins their first bracket game, they're guaranteed to play in Seattle next, which would be pretty sweet. I wonder what the strategy is going to be for a game against Turkey. Are we just going to like make sure we don't get injured or tired? Because that game literally means nothing for us. Do you have to try? I mean, what are the rules on soccer? Like, can you just like show up and just literally stand on the field for 90 minutes? What if you let them score 100 goals and just don't care? I mean, obviously the keeper wouldn't want that on his legacy and stuff, but I hate it in sports when a game is literally meaningless. Like, the US, because they won their first two games in their pool, the next game means nothing. They've already secured their spot as first place. They know who their next opponents will come. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me. I know with group matches, oftentimes the last group match can be meaningless, but when that happens in professional sports, what's the correct approach? How do you play a match that means nothing when you have a match very soon that means a lot? I feel like just strategically you're supposed to do nothing and conserve your energy and play safe. Yeah, you can super bounce in campaign. They're the exact same mechanics, except in campaign, when you go up, you have to come back down, and there's the fall timer mechanic, which kills you. So they're not very useful in campaign unless you're trying to go up and then land on something. And there aren't very many places in the game where that's useful, so we don't use them in the speedrun. There's a couple places I've used them in the past. There's one on Delta Halo, there's one on Metropolis, there's one I've used on Regret for like All Skulls runs. The blast door is closing on Cairo. How did I do that? I used mod tools. I was using cheats. That wasn't a glitch. That was like I was changing memory values. I'm using those mod tools to try to figure out glitches. That's the plan. How do I feel about having 42 skulls in the new game? I don't care. Don't. Like, I don't have any expectations for the new game. I don't even have a device to play it on. Like, I just don't have any care. all the skulls. Wait, did I miss one? I didn't miss any, did I? Pretty sure I got them all. Why did I just start? Oh, I clicked resume. Is this where I died last? Oh yeah, I died bonking this wall. Let's do it again so that we won't die this time. I bonked right there because they shot me. Okay, let's do a run. Here we go. I always forget how long the World Cup lasts because there's so many games. Like the US doesn't play again for like another week. That's a crazy break.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Oh, I didn't start the timer. We'll just start it here, it's fine.
Entertruppen unterwegs. Vorsicht, Aufprall! Eindringlinge im Backbord fertig entdeckt.
Alles klar! Oh, das Geschütz ist hin!
An alle, umgehen die Kampfstationen.
Blöder Außerirdischer! Autsch! Ah, Schwert!
There ain't no way.
Das ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
Okay, well that was unnecessarily risky. Dude, that definitely noob comboed him. It's not gonna die. That's annoying. One of those hit, the other one didn't. Cool. Love that for me. Stop throwing shit. Ain't no way. That's a frag. Come on, you're a sword guy. Act like it.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Where'd my...
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Ooh, you almost got me.
Alle Nicht-Kampfeinheiten in die Druckzone.
Will you die?
Alle Mann in die Druckzone.
Immer los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
Alle, Vorsicht Aufprall.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Bug.
You're a troll. There ain't no way. Did he throw a grenade?
Kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Malta, wie ist Ihr Status? Kommen.
Ich glaube es nicht, die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
Hey, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
No, I got the wrong weapon. Chill, I don't want to take damage here. No, I just jumped in the... What am I doing? What does breaking the turrets do? Gives me back health. With the Black Eye Skull enabled, the only way to gain shields is to melee something. If you break it with a melee, you'll get health back. So that usually, most people assume that means killing enemies, but anything breakable actually grants you shields. So turrets, destructible vehicles, random objects on the map that are breakable, they all give you back exactly 1 bar of health or shield. 70 shield. But because it doesn't recharge, it's effectively health in this version.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
I'll figure out how to do those grenades eventually. I had a lineup that actually worked, but I don't remember how to do it. I need to watch my own video.
Konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Formiert on, folgt mir.
What's up, Waffle? I assume you mean the Super Waffle? I like that you say this is Waffle and not use your old
Der
name.
erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Sicherheitsstation 1 von beiden eingenommen. Aufwärmen zweite Habitat Delta.
What? I got stuck between him and the corner there. I was trying to back. I knew he was coming to melee me. I stuck him. I had him in melee mode. What's up, Jared?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist
What's
streng
up,
geheim.
Grammar?
Dann eben
Flip.
nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
How am I up so early? 9 o'clock. It's not early. I get up when the sun gets up, pretty much every day, and Seattle sunrises are really early in the summer, so I get up at like 5:45 every morning.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Vorsicht auftragen.
My weapons. I don't even need an alarm clock to wake up. I just wake up, like, I don't know. I think people just get good at knowing how long they sleep, right? The more you do it, the older you get. Because I can just kind of choose when I want to wake up most days.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Bin froh, dass Sie hier sind, Sir.
Hochführen
Das
dich.
ist der beste Platz, Chief. Lauf diese Klugscheißer! Neuer Kontakt.
No! I'm next to you with a sword and you're melting me and I had full overshield there. Come on. Wait, did I click resume? I think I did. I did. I could tell because the loading bar was going too fast. It's funny. There's so many like little nuanced things on this game. I do have the Iron Skull on. I can prove it to you. Gonna take extra seconds to load up Heretic here because it's a new level, or High Charity because it's a new level, but the Iron Skull in this game doesn't do what you think it does. Alright, here's the skull. I pick it up, and no text flashes. I am holding the skull. You can watch me drop it. See? I have the Iron Skull active. Picked it up. But in this game, Iron doesn't have the same effect as the later games. Master Chief Collection changes things. I don't know. I understand why, like, making the skulls consistent across the games is kind of important for like Iron to do the same thing on every game. But it does kind of annoy me, all the changes on MCC that are made, and then people come and tell me, why are you doing things wrong? I hate it. I'm the one doing it right. They're the ones doing it wrong. I'm the only one out here actually playing Halo 2. Everybody else plays MCC. They're two different games. They have different features, different physics. So Iron in this game only affects co-op. It doesn't do anything to single player.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
Am I the only person who streams Halo 2 Classic anymore? It's just me, right? Defend stopped. I haven't seen Muji Sucks on in a while. When was the last time somebody other than me streamed Halo 2 Classic, I wonder? Maybe it was Noobs. Figway plays, but Figway doesn't stream anymore either. At least, I don't think he does. I haven't seen Figway on in months. It's been like 6 months, I feel like, since I've seen another Classic streamer.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen?
It's just me. When I stop, the game's dead. Feels bad, man.
Johnson, also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie
Last man standing.
Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
It does kind of make me sad to know that when I stop, that's probably the last Halo 2 records that ever get set. I miss the days of competition. I mean, maybe it's not true because new glitches could always get found and it could pump some life into the community, but otherwise, like, with the current route and the current glitches, I don't see anybody setting any records in Halo 2 ever again.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Vorsicht, Aufprall.
Den krieg ich! Verfluchter Außerirdischer!
Anybody know what game Nails is playing right now? Is he playing any Halo? I know sometimes he gets addicted to like Destiny and other random shooters, and he stops playing Halo. I wouldn't be surprised if he went back for the final Destiny arc. I'm pretty sure it was Destiny that he used to play. He plays other shooters. He was really good at COD. That's not ideal.
Hochtüren dicht machen. Waffenschränke öffnen.
Stop shooting me! Oh, he almost got me. Wait, that's the wrong... I didn't know we were already on this wave. It was too fast. I thought there was another wave of elites. I miscounted. Get your sticks. Is there another grunt back there? My guy is gonna enter melee. Oh, he's gonna glitch out and stay on the box instead of entering melee mode, huh? That's what's gonna happen? Brother, you cannot move like that. Are you in melee mode? Thank you. Where's this guy's gun? Can't even hit that grenade. Wall was gonna block it. No. Stop this nonsense. I don't have a... Oh, I do have one more grenade. I've got one more plasma. Not too bad.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Come on, Mr. Grunt. Where you at?
In die Druckzone.
There you are. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I picked up the ammo and stuff, right? Can I run past these guys? Do I have to kill them? I should. I don't need to get too greedy. I'll just kill them. Hey, get back here. Here. That's not the right grenade. Dude, if he mid-air sworded... What? I'm stuck! I was stuck between the box and the barrier there. That was crazy.
mal los jetzt. Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als sie auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Du willst mich schlagen? Dann lern erst mal fliegen.
Wir müssen dieses Luder ausschalten.
Feuerdienst zum Habitat Delta.
Sounds fun, Cubby. Did you get to check out Logan Arcade while you were there? There's a pretty cool arcade in Chicago's like Logan Square area. That's really sweet.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus.
We'll find
Zweite
this spot.
Echelon,
Is that
kümmert
it?
euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der
Nope.
Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
At least that grenade.
Blöder Mistkerl! Ich hab Ihnen einen Sitz reserviert, Chief. Chief, wir sind im Sitz.
Station 1 von Feinden eingenommen.
I thought that was the last one. With the DeLorean in the wall. I don't even know where is that in Chicago? No, man. Yo, Cubby with the sub. Thank you. DeLorean. I mean, maybe they... No, they... The place I'm talking about... I don't think is... Let's see. I don't think that's it. Headquarters Beercade. That's where you went? Okay. I haven't been there. I've been to like most of the barcades in like every major city in the country. So I was surprised. I have not been to that one.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein
I've been
Mark 6.
fiending for some Miss
Heute Morgen
Pac-Man
frisch von
recently.
Sonntag rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
If I had unlimited money, I'd buy an arcade machine and I would stream going for a high score. I think I could get, if I grinded like I am right now for Halo, I think I could get the Miss Pac-Man world record. Because there's RNG in it, and I could just grind for good RNG. So the high score for Miss Pac-Man requires you to beat the game, right? Not necessarily, but you kind of do. And that's like 200 stages, but it's actually 120 because Miss Pac-Man's different than the original. The original is 256 stages before it resets, and Miss Pac-Man does it in 120. But the fruit on Miss Pac-Man are random. So sometimes you get cherries and sometimes you get bananas. And the difference between a cherry and a banana is 100 points and 5,000 points. So if you get lucky and on the later levels for 100 levels straight you just get lucky bananas, then you can end up getting 10,000, because every stage has 2 fruit, so you can get 10,000 bonus points every single stage, compared to 400 bonus points every single stage for the cherries. So like, it's a big deal. When you see cherries you get mad, when you see strawberries you get mad, when you see bananas and pears you get happy.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
So what I would just have to do is I would have to grind to get to the end and get a little bit lucky. I have a little bit of experience doing that.
Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Would enjoy watching that. Give me a quick, what, I would need like, what, $2,000 to get a whole machine set up? Just hit me with a quick 2K and we'll get it going.
Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen.
I've thought about trying to get a mobile setup going to like stream it out of Barcade as well, but that's more work. And I would have to, I don't know where the best machine is in the area anymore because my favorite bar closed. So I don't even know who has the good Pac-Man machine anymore.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
What makes it a good machine? So there's modern Pac-Man machines that are completely digital, like they've digitized the screen, it's playing a ROM of the game. I don't like those because they're just not the original. The graphics are different, it lags a little different. Like, so the modern ones I don't like. So it needs to be an original machine, but that's not that crazy of a request. Original machines aren't that rare, they're all over the place. But they also need good joysticks. You have to be able to flick left and right, like, and I don't like the third-party sticks. I like the original style of sticks. They make some third-party sticks that are really clicky, and the joysticks aren't supposed to click. They're not supposed to have a click. The grommet on the joysticks, if they're not replaced every so often, they get really, like, loose, and you can't, like, it might stick in one direction, or it might just be too loose to change directions fast enough. But, like, the main thing I want, there's also different sizes. There's the half cab and the full cab for sizes. I like the bigger one. I don't mind the Galaga combo machines, those are fine. I just want them to be original. Original with good joystick is the main things. And the one near me used to have like a pristine joystick that would be like maintained properly by the bar staff. Sometimes bar staff, they don't know what a competitive gamer's looking for, you know? If they boot up the machine and it moves left and it moves right, and it, like, that's literally all they check. They don't check if it gets stuck, they don't check, like, anything. So, to them, if you say, hey, the Pac-Man machine's not really working, they'll test it and they'll be like, yeah, it is, and then it won't get fixed. So some bar owners are like that, and then others really care. For Killer Queen, we usually have to like build rapport with the owners so that we can maintain the machine ourselves. Oh, you stuck me? No, okay, no. a lot of times the community ends up buying the machine or half buying it from the bar and having some kind of deal so that we can revenue split or get access to the machine, because I play a competitive arcade game called Killer Queen, and it has 5 sticks and 5 buttons. Actually 10, because it's a 5 versus 5. So if you want the game to function, you have to constantly be maintaining 10 buttons and 10 sticks. And the sticks are very important and the buttons are very important. And they need to, like, be quick. So we swap out buttons and sticks all the time as a community. We've gotten really good at it. We know how to open up the machine, take off the top, slide out the correct components, wire them back up.
Wir brauchen keine verdammten Geschütze. Okay,
Just got stuck in the face. Dude just got stuck again. That's not fair! I wish they would quit sticking their teammates! It doesn't make it easier, it makes it harder. If they died, it would be cool, but they don't die. They pull out their sword, which means I can no longer get close to them. Alright, I'll do the box method on this next run, I guess.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre
You're surprised they weren't there? I guess that is a good point, but I mean, are they proud of their Unreal work? They're not experts in the field of Unreal yet. This is their first Unreal game. If anything, they probably I bet that they sent developers there to learn. I'm not 100% sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if there actually were 343 people there, but not as a presenter, as a learner. Don't they do like conferences and shit?
Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Yeah, if Gears was there, I can almost get. I mean, aren't I know like some of the backend services for like all of Microsoft games are like under the same umbrella for like Forza, Gears, Halo. They have some overlap in terms of like reach. It's not like they're completely separate game studios, you know, they're all under Microsoft. So if Gears is there, I can almost guarantee you there's some 343 people there.
Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
A lot of AI being incorporated. Yeah, I know it's easy to hate on AI, but for programming purposes, it's insane. I don't know. I've just started using it recently to make tools and stuff. I don't know if you've seen what I've been working on. I've been getting into AI programming, and it's the future. I have a degree in software engineering, and every single programmer in the world, if it's your job to be a software engineer, you have to be using AI. There's like no way around it. The increase in productivity is crazy. I've been spending a few hours every morning working on a tool for Halo glitches and stuff to try to yeah, exactly. There's a difference between generative art AI and like programming AI tools, and the programming AI tools are crazy. But I've been trying to make a tool to like visualize different data for Halo glitch hunting, so I can see values change in real time, keep up with the objects, keep up with their health and values and all of that stuff. It's not on Twitter. I have it as a GitHub repo, but it doesn't. It's not like a. I've only been working on it for like a week, but if this run dies, I can do some show and tell. I guess I'll show you what I'm working on. No! Let me live! Which one was I shooting? It was this one, right? Okay. I can't believe I just lived there. Ooh. And we got health. I'm out. That's pretty fast. Which model do I find works best? I've only been using Claude on the Sonnet because it uses less tokens. I need to save my tokens because I'm broke, but I think Claude's the best that I've used. I'm using Copilot a little bit to ask questions. I'm using ChatGPT a little bit to ask questions, and I'm using Claude for any programming. Like if I actually want to generate a file, I'm using Claude. Okay, well, I guess I'm showing it. That was a backsmack, and I was enjoying that run, but whatever. Looked like a backsmack to me. Alright, I'll show you what I'm working on. Let me click over. Oh, come on. Click here. Start up a custom game so the menu stops making noise. Give you guys desktop audio. Add Vista.
Slayer.
C and D. Is this okay? Yeah, let me make the game smaller. Boot up Cairo Station. Get stories open. Okay, so I've been working on this. This is a object memory viewer here. So you can see all of the objects on the map as they spawn and change and stuff, which is pretty cool. I've got it. Some of the pictures are purple with weird textures because I haven't imported all the textures, but I have it with a screenshot of like every character. So these are all the Marines that are like in the cutscene. I can make them. So these are the weapons. These are the scenery objects, and you can see a bunch of information with them. You've got their positions. These numbers are actually kind of important. Speed, good. Change in speed, which is interesting. You can get their health and it's scrolling weird because I have it refreshing too fast and I haven't fixed that yet. But you can also see like flags, which is nice. I can get a history of the speed. So if I go to, let's find, where's Master Chief? Master Chief's here. So if I start moving around in the game, I've got like a cool little speed graph. Let me make it update faster. So this is kind of cool for monitoring to see like velocity changes and maybe like see if anything does change. I can see everything that spawns. These are boxes. So we can watch it as the tram disappears. We'll be able to watch that show up in the spawn log here. So the train just left, and then you see the X's show up. Everyone deleted. So it's nice to be able to like sort by what's being created, what's being deleted. I can see the clusters. These are the rooms that are loaded. So each cluster is like the stuff outside of your cluster is frozen. So that's good information. I can also see like angles and whatnot. This is the player viewer. I can see which buttons I'm pressing. So if I like jump or hold X or do different buttons, you can see like what I'm pushing. So that's kind of cool. You can also see my joysticks. I've got all of the scripts and all of the objects associated with the scripts. So these are the things that are actually live. These are the random Marines that are in the level. And sort by state. So these are the tram object was placed. Master Chief was placed. These are all of the other scripts. We've got even more groups and other stuff. We've got this one's pretty. I like this. This one's pretty cool. I can load up the map that I want here. Let's change the renderer. So the vector renders all of the vectors, and it takes too long, so I changed it to a rasterizer, which like takes a picture at different zoom levels. But I want to make this a little bit more free moving, but it's pretty cool so far. So you can see this is the wireframe at level. Let me apply some Z filtering here. So you can track the player, snap to them, zoom in a little. Oh, yeah, this view's still kind of laggy. I zoomed in too much. Where am I? Track player. So now it'll actually follow me around as I move. One of the reasons it's laggy is because I'm tracking the state of every object on the map right now. I'm just tracking too much information. But it's cool that you can like see the dot that is me move through the level here. Now I enter this hallway, and then I come into this room. think that's pretty neat. And I can do like top, front, or side views. Nice little side view here. I got the tags. For if I want, I don't have this view finished, but if I want to like make my plasma pistol shoot rockets, I can change the projectiles for that. Got all the devices. These are the doors that move on the level. So if I restart level here, you can see on this one's the new thing I'm working on. So here's the tram. Can you see it if I wait? Is it not up? Wait, it's not updating for you guys, is it? Oh, it is. You guys. Oh, it's weird. I don't know. It looks weird on stream. Oh, you get it's like cut off on the side here. That's one of the things. So I've got little. I got green bars for progress for some of the objects that move in the map. So as the train moves through the level, it does its animation. So you can see that progress bar tick down. That's the train's entire animation where it's supposed to go all the way to the end of the road. But it doesn't actually complete its animation because there's a script that deletes it right here. So the train looks kind of interesting because it just cuts off at like 70%. But we can see it for the other... so they're called machines. Anything that moves in this game is a machine. So like you can see this weapon rack is halfway open, which means somebody walked near an SMG holder. We can find out which it just went to 0. So if I open these up, these values here are the SMG holders opening up. I can open this door. Let's see, where's this door? I'm pulling too fast is why some of this is like glitchy and weird looking. Where's that door? So I'm actually researching the glitch with these doors right now. I'm trying to find out. There's a few glitches where if you get a checkpoint, so you see this door is like at 60%. If you get a checkpoint right now, its animation doesn't finish and it might lead to some funny flags. I also got cheats. I can teleport, I can go fast, I can get full health. We got a lot here. I got all this working with vibe coding. I did all of this in like 3 days of vibe coding. I didn't program a single line of this. This is not any of my typing other than telling robots what to do. But that's what I've been working on for like the last week. We don't have the Halo source code. I had to I used a lot of cheat engine while the game was running on the PC version to find memory values, and then I used known information from like assembly to do the data structures. So once you find like one key value in memory, you look up and down around that and you look at the data structure, and then you feed those data points to the AI and say, this is the starting location, this is the structure you expect, can you build me the table? And so I've just been building off of basically finding one address in cheat engine and then going from there.
Game over.
I have it on GitHub as well. It's crazy, like I didn't even write any of the GitHub all of the text you see on that GitHub. I didn't write any of that. I told AI to do it. I said write me a summary and put it on GitHub, and it did. Like I haven't actually written anything other than telling the robots what to do. Yeah, hey, I'm bro. Somebody's working on doing that for Halo 1 right now as well. Halo 1's a lot bigger than Super Smash Bros. 64 though, by like thousands of times or something. I'm not sure the exact. It's gonna take a lot longer. I think he's been at it for months.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung, blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir.
There's actually a funny story with me putting that project on GitHub. I did an accidental jailbreak of Claude. You're not supposed to give Claude your authorization tokens or anything like that. So I was telling Claude to put my project on GitHub and like summarize everything and whatnot, and it like started and it said, oh wait, we need a token, and so I posted it in chat and it was like, you should never give me a token, but I was like, you just asked me to. And he's like, oh, you're right. And I was like, he was like, well, I can't use this, you need to delete it. And I was like, well, can you do the process first and then I'll delete it? And it said, okay, sure. And so it actually used my authorization token to do all of the GitHub pushing and stuff. And it's not supposed to do that, I don't think. And I did delete the authorization after, so it's not like a... I'm not worried about security or anything, I don't care. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Do I think it'll be autopiloting our transportation? I mean, it kind of already has been. Airplanes fly themselves, man. Oh, you guys can't see anything? Thank you for letting me know. You guys let me play through an entire armory without telling me shit? I hate you guys. I hate all of you. Where is it? I'm mad I have to play through Armory again. Whatever. I love this level.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben. Bis
Your
Sie sich
message
an die
got hidden,
Neuerungen
bro.
gewöhnt
But
haben.
I'm not sure.
Als erstes
I mean, there's always
Einrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht.
exploits
Gut,
in the
blicken
computer
Sie jetzt
world.
auf das untere
They never
Licht. In
stop.
Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
I've seen
Denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre
a couple of like AAA companies have accidentally included their like quad.md files in their
Bingo. Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
like pushes and stuff. So people have been getting like their quad instructions.
It's
kinda funny.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
PlayStation security is still so weak. Dude, you remember when North Korea shut down PlayStation servers for like 3 or 4 months?
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das
Because they released a movie about their leader?
Jetzt das.
That was kinda crazy.
100 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
That was one of the craziest like gaming server shutdowns I've ever seen. So, if you guys don't remember the story I'm talking about, Sony Entertainment created a movie, I think it was called The Interview? Or I don't remember what, it was about a guy who went to North Korea and his goal was to assassinate the North Korean president. I think that was the whole plot. I don't remember, I didn't actually see it. But because it focused on the North Korean president and not a good light, North Korea hated it. And so they told Sony, if you release this, we are going to punish you. And they did. They hacked Sony, they took all of their files that they could get. They released unreleased movie scripts, all of the plans for the Spider-Man universe, like all of these big plans that were supposed to be top secret for Sony's plans with Spider-Man and everything. Their entire PlayStation network got hacked. So PSN servers, you couldn't play. The PlayStation version of Xbox Live is PSN, so you couldn't play Xbox Live on PlayStation for like literally 4 or 5. It was months. It was shut down for months. Yeah, that hack was a pretty big deal.
Waffenschränke öffnen.
Wasser sein.
I'm just gonna play this room slow. I'm tired of resetting.
Hier bist du sicher. Nicht bewegen.
Let's get a run going. We'll make it out of Cairo on this one. Guaranteed. Slow and steady. You probably will now that we've mentioned it, Saito. The YouTube algorithm knows. Take a step backwards when you get one shot. Don't go left. Don't go left. Thank you. Stupid grunt. This is a slow method to clear this room, but it's a lot safer. So the reason they're not shooting at me is I put a box here, and the box perfectly blocks my model so they can't see me. So they think they're just being shot by an invisible turret here. The only downside is it's pretty slow. They don't like to cooperate and stand in the middle of the room. They run away sometimes. But usually one person in the room will be completely stationary and kind of glitched out. So like, if you can find which one that is it? You have to, once they run away like this, you have to wait like 10 to 15 seconds. They'll come back to the middle, and then you like kind of pick and choose which one's gonna stand still. I like to pick off the grunts first because they're the quickest kills. And then the elites will usually behave, not always. The grunts are not behaving. If I can't get that grunt, I don't think any of these guys are gonna stand still. Need the grunt to come back. Please, grunt. Please. Finally. So now one of these guys should be standing still, maybe? No? Maybe? Okay, whatever. Is there a guy stuck in the stairs or something? There might be a grunt, like, down there. Because one of these guys should be stuck. Why are none of you stuck? Okay, I'm convinced there's a guy on the stairs. I don't understand. I think it was that guy. I think this guy was stuck trying to get back to the fight. Isn't it crazy that they just don't overeat? Yeah, it's especially noticeable with like that dual wielder that was just like peppering from over here, just blasting. With single wielders, it's not so obvious, but the dual wielders are crazy. The dual wielders are way harder on this version compared to MCC, just because of like the no overheat. The single wielders are about the same. They shoot a little slower, but they never overheat. It doesn't really matter. You can pull out your sword, but the dual wielders are crazy. Did you really get your whole shields back in that short-ass time? Just because I whipped you back. I hate you guys so much. Are you guys the last ones? No, they're not. There's no way, man. Why did he not pull a sword? I could have played that better, but I was getting impatient. Why didn't he pull his sword?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Führung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Alright, Johnson, we're gonna do it right here. Are you ready?
Die Erde
I'm gonna stretch for a
hat sie
minute.
seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären
My
Plattformen.
back hurts.
Dieses MAB
I've been sitting awkwardly. Gotta wiggle.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heilend.
This chair is so much more comfortable than my old chair.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
We're gonna focus on this one. I gotta stop being impatient. Like I had that one, and then I thought there was only 2 swords, and then there was a dual wield or a single wield guy. It's like one of those padded office chairs. I found it in the dumpster. It's brand new. It's crazy. So somebody in my building moved out, and I saw this chair sitting in the like next to the dumpster, not like literally in it, and I noticed it looked literally brand new. So I went and had a look at it, and I looked at the bottom to try to find a model number, and it actually had a delivered by date, and the delivered by date was like a week before I found it. So it was a brand new chair sitting in the dumpster. Somebody must have moved and didn't take their new chair with them. I found the model number on Google. It's like a $300 chair.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine
I think we just have to observe this. Zoo would appreciate this. He's moving, right? Is he making his way? Is he like moving across the room? He is, right? I want to see how far he'll go. I don't want to stop watching him. Go, little buddy, go. Go, go, go. Oh, the pioneers used to ride these for miles.
Waffenschränke öffnen.
He's not gonna go through the door, is he? What is going on with this buddy? Is this not hilarious to you guys? I find this just to be ridiculous. I've never seen it actually do this for this long. He's just going. Oh, he stopped. I don't want to get a checkpoint. Is he like, why did he stop is the question. Is he? He's not frozen. Interesting. I said I was gonna focus, but how can you focus with that happening?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Die Erfassung war nicht
I failed the
ganz
look
eindeutig.
diagnostic.
Lassen Sie mal eine volle Diagnose durchlaufen. Die Diagnosesoftware setzt Ihre Zielvorrichtung auf normal. Erfassen Sie als nächstes... Soll ich es so lassen oder wieder umkehren? Ich lasse Ihre Zielvorrichtung auf normal. Sie können die Einstellung jederzeit ändern. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
Yeah, what's up,
Passen Sie gut
Mateos?
auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal.
New enemy type
Hier werden Ihre
introduced?
wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet.
Or are you talking about
Ihre neuen
the...
Panzer sind extrem robust.
I don't think I get the reference.
Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Do you mean in the new Halo, or do you mean on the Marine that was just being
Suchen
weird?
Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir.
I might not have been
Sind Sie fertig
following
mit
the
dem
flow of what I was saying.
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön
My
langsam.
phone.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Did I not bring my phone over here?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil
Muss
nach
mal.
Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
I'll grab my phone.
Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe an. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Okay. We're in.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
I punched you! Did I cancel it? I'm so tired of armory, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do some super bouncing for a second. Ugh. I punched that guy. I need to get a run going.
Slayer.
Who doesn't love super bouncing? slammed into the ground there. Weird. Alright, whatever. Let's do another.
Game over.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
There's this 13-year-old chess player named Faustino Oro. He just got a pretty big win in chess today. It's crazy to see these little kids beating these old legends. There's just like a row of some of the greatest chess players of all time, like smiling, watching this little kid beat up one of the best players of all time. Also, he's a kid, he's 13, and so he moves like a kid. He's very like, I don't know if you've ever been around like kids that they make faces, they flail their arms. He doesn't move like an adult, so it's funny seeing him play a game of chess and make those facial expressions.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Chess is crazy because it's one of those sports that, I know people don't want to call it a sport, but like it's one of those competitions that like kids can beat up the old people. Some of the best chess players in the world right now are between the ages of like 12 and 18.
Vorsicht, Aufprall.
Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stay. No. Stay. Good. You gotta treat it like you're training a pet.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
No. I love when I get a guy one shot and then he just runs away. Great. Does the grunt really not die yet? Is that grunt still alive? That's crazy! Was I shooting a corpse? It must have been. Pew 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 pew. Don't you guys love the laser beam noises? This room sucks. It's not hooked up to the Xbox, it's hooked up to the PlayStation, or the PC version of Deathless. I don't have any kind of console hooking or anything like that. I was just playing Windows Vista. I might make the tool more workable for other stuff later, but right now I'm just doing it for Cartographer and Vista. But yeah, it reads the memory live, so it updates everything in real time. Yeah, it's hopefully gonna give me a bunch of knowledge for new glitches and stuff. I've already learned a little bit with it. I learned some interesting stuff on Metropolis for Scarab Cycle. I found a way to make early cycle easier.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
It's not faster, but it's easier. So when you first spawn in the Scarab, it sits there and it does like an idle animation. And it won't start its walking animation if it's in the middle of the idle animation. The idle animation actually lasts for like 6 seconds. So if you time the time that you cross the loading trigger to start its walking animation, if you time it right at the edge of its idling animation, you can get 5 extra seconds on early cycle because it won't start the next animation until it's finished with its current. So basically you can like hit it right on the edge.
Alle Hilfseinheiten zu den Evakuierungsstationen.
But it involves waiting, so like it's not faster because you have to wait to line up the cycles. The fastest thing is to just go fast. But it's interesting that I just learned new information basically. I've been trying to explore animation glitches. I forgot about you. How do you see my sword? Okay, no, you didn't. That's annoying. Can I back smack you from here? Will you turn around? Nope. Turn around. Turn around. That's not turning around, that's coming at me. He's right behind me!
An alle, Vorsicht Aufprall.
Hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Mann, wir sind am Ball.
Entschuldigung, Max.
Yeah, I'm actually using it to research glitches. That's the whole point. Is I have a. So have you seen the Cairo Station door glitch where a random door shows up on the level and it's locked and it shouldn't be there? I'm trying to research that glitch because if we could manipulate the state of machine objects and spawn doors where they want to be, we could also make them open. And if we can open doors, then maybe we could like just walk on. We wouldn't have to do Cairo Hangar 1 Ghost, for example, or if we could just open the Gravemind door. It has something to do with the way animation flags are set, and I've been trying to look into all of that. That's one of the research paths I'm going down. But imagine being able to just have locked doors be open when you get there.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
It's here.
Alle
Where did
feindlichen
I...
Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Ruhig
Get him, Marines.
Das ist ernst, Mann.
Shoot him. Don't point at him, dickhead.
Au, das hat reingehauen. Mein Gesicht. Hey, kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
No.
Wie ist Ihr Status? Komm.
They broke my camo.
Ich glaube es nicht. Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger.
Hey, das ist übel.
Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
Didn't want you guys to come back. I said bye. You guys gotta stop shooting, man.
Jungs, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken.
They track, but they don't track invisible people. You have to shoot them first and then make them solid, and then you can track them.
Position halten.
Yo. Why am I not? Why am I out of ammo? No, man, the elite moved out of the way so the other guy could shoot. I was trying to make room so we could come in. I was gonna get shields, man. Come on. I wasn't even playing risky there. I was trying to play safe. I was trying to get that elite to come let me get shields. I could have just killed him.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Dang, man, I hate going back to freaking armory. I was trying to play safe.
Abfallende Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
All in on the Cincinnati Reds.
Große Sache.
I don't watch any baseball. I only watch during the World Series, pretty much. I used to watch Rangers games every once in a while when I lived next to the stadium. When I lived in Texas, I was at the University of Arlington, which is like right next to the Rangers ballpark. So like opening day and other stuff, I would just go and hang out with my friends. We'd watch some Rangers games, but I never got super into baseball.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Beep 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 beep. Stop.
Vorsicht, Aufprall.
Das krieg ich da schon raus.
Eindringlinge im Backbord Pelican Deck. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Guter Schuss. Dumm. Au.
Hochtüren nicht machen.
Don't fall. I'm getting out of Cairo on this level right now.
Nein, genau das wollte ich. Das war Absicht.
What is that grenade?
Okay, geht schlecht. Und jetzt ein kleiner Hosenplattler. Vorsicht.
Yeah, it's definitely old reliable if you're patient. It's just sometimes like you just have to wait so because like everyone's just hiding right now. I gotta wait for them to come back, and I don't know. They just don't get stuck as much as I want them to. But when it works, it is good. Problem is when this happens, like now I gotta wait again. Nobody's visible. All these guys are on the edge. Come on, Grunt. Come on, Grunt. Come to the middle. You can't body block the Grunt like that. You can't do that. I hate this game. I hate this game. Dickhead. Will you guys just cooperate? Is there somebody in the stairs or something? Why is... There might be somebody down there. Why are they not cooperating at all? Usually one of them is supposed to, like, do this. Stand completely stationary and let me just melt them. But they're all running around. Like, I don't know. Yep, got him one shot and now I can't hit him. Very cool, very cool. You see how he just completely tanked it? That's what they're supposed to do. Well, I mean, supposed to is maybe the wrong word, but that's the expectation when you do this strat, is that somebody... Oh, God. That's... Wait, did he just jump back? Where did he go? Is he still up there or did he jump back down? Am I tripping? Oh, now we gotta deal with the beeping. Don't kill me! There's no way! Now we got severe beeping. I hate this game so much. I'm being trolled. I'm being trolled! Alright, there's a sword guy, is that it? No, there's two people, right? I think there's two elites left.
verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Alle Nicht-Kampfeinheiten in die Druckzone.
Grunt. Is that the grunt? No, where's the grunt? There's no way he's still shooting at me. Seems unfair.
Alle Mann in die Druckzone. Alle Nicht-Kampfeinheiten zu den Evakuierungsstationen.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
That's not ideal. Run away. Don't sword me. No, I'm dead. Dude, shouldn't have jumped like that, but I got aim locked on the wrong guy. Stupid melee mechanics. I love wasting 15 minutes of my time.
Slayer.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I've been live for what, 2 hours? 3 hours? 2.5 hours. No good runs. Yesterday I was making it out of Cairo like every time. Why is today bad? Getting owned. I think I was dead if I didn't jump as well. He was gonna swing his sword. I tried to jump over the sword hitbox. I think I was dead either way. I was close enough that when he does his backhand swing, the hitbox extends like behind him and to the right. I think I was dead. I don't think I was living if I walked. And obviously, maybe better chances than jumping and bonking my head, but I think I was dead both ways. What I should have done is continue around to the back corner and then end up like behind the table or under the stairs, trying to push forward. I shouldn't have been pushing forward. I should have been backing up and hiding again. We go again. I'm getting a run out of Cairo. There's no way I don't. Open up my granola bars. Snack on these.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
How's the mug beanie
Als
business
erstes
going?
testen wir ihre Ziele
We've had a few
an.
sales.
Blicken Sie auf das
If you guys are
untere.
enjoying the merch,
Gut,
type
blicken
exclamation
Sie auf
mark
das
merch. You
untere.
can
In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch
purchase
einmal auf
hats
das
and
obere. Das
cups.
war's.
They're cool.
Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich halte
I mean, it's gone kind of the way I expected, where you're gonna get your most purchases like the first month or whatever, because the people that care are gonna buy them, right? And then it's gonna go down, but that was expected.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich
Am I gonna play or speedrun the new Halo? I don't currently have a device that can play
Wo
it,
sind denn die
so
Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen.
I don't have a good enough computer and I don't have a good enough Xbox, so not
Also,
playable
Johnson, wollen
for
Sie mir
me.
nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen. Und den neuen-
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird
I don't have
bestimmt
any
eine
opinions on the
große
remake. I
Sache.
can't even play it. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any expectations. I just don't really care that much. My opinions of it are that it's just a demo for them to get good at the Unreal Engine. It's not even like a full Halo game. No multiplayer, no theater, no firefight. Like, the thing I care about from Halo is more the multiplayer. Like, the campaign doesn't really mean anything to me. And it's not like it's the same story, so like what do I care to experience the same story for a 20th time? My expectations are very low, and I think everybody else's are too high. I think I've already used this analogy a couple times, but I was comparing it to like a carpenter. Whenever you're new to woodworking, you don't start out building like full-on elaborate like castles and shit. You start out and you build a step stool. Literally the simplest thing possible, just a stool you can stand on. And then you give that to your nephew. And that's how you start becoming a carpenter and woodworker, and you make cool things later. The game that 343 is making is the equivalent of giving your nephew a step stool. They're learning how to use the Unreal Engine. It's a demo. They've never made a game in Unreal. They have like an entire new workflow, an entire new process. This is the first Unreal game the studio's put out.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
So my expectations for the game are that people will play it and then stop playing it because it's like not a game. I mean, it's not even a full price game. It's barely a game.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
I don't know who these campaign folks are that like. My question is, who's it for? Like, who's buying this game? And if you're an Xbox player, you've already played Halo 1. Like, if you're a PlayStation player and you want to play it, it makes sense. But like, I don't know that the market's there. I don't know that the game's made for me. I just don't really care about the game, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just nothing about it really interests me. It's not made for me. I've already played Halo 1. I don't need another one. But it's not a modern adaptation of an old concept. Halo 1 had more features than the new remake is gonna have. This is like a demo of an old concept. Halo 1 had multiplayer. This game doesn't have multiplayer. Like, that fact alone is like, it's not a remake of an old concept. It's a demake of an old concept. It has fewer features. It's like, why do I care about a demo of a game I played 20 years ago? Give me a fully functioning Halo game and I'll be excited. Give me Forge, give me Theater, give me multiplayer. Give me a game that actually works. And I will get excited. Time will tell how it will turn out. I mean, not really. Time isn't really going to be the issue. The game is already like finished and it comes out in a month. They've already stated they have no plans for DLC. So I mean, it's not really a time thing. I don't think it's not like over time it'll get better. I know that's not necessarily what you were saying, but like the game's going to release, people are going to play it, and then no one's ever going to play it again. I think it's going to fall off like incredibly fast. How could it not fall off? There's no replayability. There's no reason to replay it. I just don't see it having any staying power at all. I think time will tell, and time will tell us that why is anybody playing this game? I also find it hilarious that they have added armor customizations and then you don't even show up in the cutscenes with them. Reach had that feature. Your character showed up in the cutscenes on Reach. How are we like regressing on features? They're selling microtransactions for a first-person video game, and you don't even show up in the cutscene. No, they aren't doing it to keep in line with the original. That's nonsense. They're doing it because they didn't have time to implement it. They wouldn't. I don't know that they said that. I don't think they said they're doing it to keep in line with the original. I doubt they actually said those words. They're doing it because they can't. They don't have the ability to change it. If they could, they would have, and they wanted. They wanted to. I don't buy for a second that it was a design decision. I think it was a technical limitation. But like, I don't know, my expectations are low, and I think it's fine. I think it's fine they're making a tech demo. I think everybody else's expectations are just too high. Like, I'm not mad at the company for making this game. I think starting with Halo 1 is the correct, like, it's a, like I was saying, like, when you switch to a new technology, it makes sense to start small. They're starting with something that already had an established story, already had an established world. They're just recreating something that already existed. And that's the perfect thing to do when you're learning a new tool. So remaking Halo 1, I think, is the great stepping stone for maybe the next Halo will be good. Who knows? I don't know. My expectations are never going to be high with this company, but especially for this game, I'm not treating it like a real game. No, they spent 5 years learning the Unreal Engine. This is what I'm talking about, Killzone. Like, they became an entire new video game company recently because they had to learn a new engine. I don't even know how that happened. Like, they have to start from the ground up. They spent 5 years learning the Unreal Engine, and now they've just released their first demo. This game just isn't a real game. That's just all. That's my whole opinion of it. It's not a real game. It's an established engine in the industry, but within the company, nobody uses that engine. Like, are you a developer? Like, are you familiar with like the software process? Because like, yes, technology, the Unreal Engine has existed. Nobody at 343 is an Unreal developer. They have to learn an entire new process. Like, everything changes.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
Brother, I don't think you know what outsource means. Like, a company as big as Microsoft, yeah, they don't do everything in-house, but like, they've been working with these same companies. Like, these are the people that make Halo. Like, it maybe some of it's made by like contractors and stuff, but like, what do you expect? Like, do you expect one person to make the game?
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng
Like, a game as big as Halo has literally thousands of people. Like, I mean, when the game comes out, read the credits. How many people are going to be in it? Like, 5,000? Probably more? How many people are in the Modern Games credits?
Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB geschützt durchschlägt
How do you think this works? So they hire these people that specifically know the engine, and then what? How do they integrate that with the rest of the company? They have an entire studio of employees. Are they supposed to fire everybody and replace everybody? What do you think this process is? They outsource, and then what? And what's next? Like, yes, they hired people who know Unreal. They have an entire established company that isn't just about programming. Halo's a brand. Halo's like I said, thousands of employees. Should we just replace literally all of them with the new hires? Is that your goal? Like, what do you mean they hired a few people who know Unreal, so the game should just work? It's just obvious that you have never like actually been a part of a team who's developed a project. Yo, Panin, thank you for the bits. Think they need to downsize? I mean, they have been downsizing. Microsoft has had huge layoffs in their gaming division. Like, I think they've laid off a third of their gaming division between Forza and Halo. They have been doing huge layoffs. Why did I pause? When you take on a new engine, do you think you should jump straight into releasing a full-featured thing, or should you make a demo first? This isn't talking about even a AAA game. Any facet of your life, if you learn something new, should you jump in and paint the Mona Lisa, or should you maybe start, like, just by learning shapes? Any project ever in your entire life, you should not jump in and construct the Mona Lisa.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6.
It's not an excuse that they had to learn a new engine. It's the proper way to develop, like, with new features. When you start something new, you should start small and then build it into something bigger. You don't just jump into the big thing. This is them starting small. It is a demo. It's not even a full retail price game. It's not a real game. Like, it doesn't have full features. It's not a full retail price game. Maybe demo is the wrong word, but it's also not a real game. Has Halo ever released a not full retail price game other than, like, expansions and demos and shit? Like, you expect a new Halo to be the cost of a video game, right?
Die Schilde ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut.
It's
Gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange.
It's not a full game because they're learning a new engine. They're learning a new product. Like what they're doing makes sense. I understand it's disappointing. Like I said, I have low expectations for the game. I think everyone else is just setting their expectations high and then complaining. Like, I think the workflow that they're doing is the correct way to do it.
Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
But because of that, it's also just like, it's not a real game.
Ausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Norden treffen Schiffe an.
I mean, the game did only take 2 to 3 years to make. You're talking about the gap between Infinite and now. They didn't switch to Unreal until like 2.5 years into Infinite. Like, the game did take 2 to 3 years to come out. They were putting all of their resources trying to make Infinite into a good game with the Slipspace engine. They spent billions of dollars to make a new engine, and it didn't work. So they had to go back to square one. And they did that like 2 years into Infinite's life. Like, yes, it's been 5 years since Infinite came out, but they haven't been working on this game for 5 years. They didn't decide that they were making this game until a couple years ago. The reason that they made this game was because they switched to the Unreal Engine, and they made that decision a couple years into Infinite.
Vorsicht auffahren. Eindringlinge im Backbord Pelican Deck.
Old school RuneScape too strong.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
I've been hearing about the new tensions with the new CEO, the new Microsoft CEO, and the new PlayStation people. I've heard that there's rumors that they might not even end up securing, if they remake 2 and 3, that PlayStation might not even get Halo 2 and 3 remakes. That would be especially hilarious. But honestly, I don't even know if there's a market for Halo on PlayStation like that. Like, especially without multiplayer. I actually think it's a real disservice to the game that people are going to pick up Halo for the first time and think, wow, this is what everybody loved back in the day, and there's no multiplayer. Yeah, no, I think announcing early that it's gonna not get DLC is a good thing. I think it's very good that they've set that expectation to say this game is releasing and then it's finished, which is also more proof that it's basically a demo, right? Like, it's just not a real game. honestly, Flea, I think that's one of the reasons that they didn't include multiplayer, is CE multiplayer has aged very differently than other modern multiplayer games. All of the CE maps are imbalanced. Like, the spawns aren't symmetrical, the weapon placements aren't balanced. So, like, if you wanted to make a modern competitive game that had an MLG circuit or an HCS circuit, you would have to find a way to balance the OG maps. And everyone would be really mad at any change you made. Like, you can't balance Hang'em High. It's just it's an imbalanced map by nature. One of the sides is higher than the other. So if you spawn on the high side, you win, and if you spawn on the low side, you lose. It's just kind of that simple. And you can't really remake that map without changing core tenets of that principle. So how are you gonna remake all of those maps and keep people happy? I think multiplayer would have been really hard for Halo 1.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Oh, Panin, are you still here? Did you see the tool I've been working on? Did I show and tell it to you? I can't remember. I've got something pretty similar to Stroop being made. I've been making it with AI. I've been taking inspiration from some of your design choices. How are you still alive?
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
I mean, they did spend most of those 10 years developing an engine that they didn't finish and then decided they had to cut their losses. It sucks, but I mean, they probably shouldn't have committed to split-place engine in the first place. I think that was one of their biggest mistakes as a company. They've obviously made many. I think their contractor situation where they constantly hire contractors on like 6-month or 1-year contracts instead of like full-time employees is pretty bad, because that doesn't give people enough time to learn a proprietary engine. So if you're going to have a proprietary engine, you have to have dedicated, consistent employees. If you're going to spend billions of dollars to make a proprietary engine, you can't keep up your contractor practices. It's one or the other. You can't do both. And they tried to do both, and I think it really, really hurt them for the last 10 years. I think that's the biggest thing that they've done wrong, and that's a problem with leadership. Leadership has been a problem with that company. It feels like for a while. I don't necessarily blame the programmers, like, ever for any problem with the game. Like, the programmers are... I mean, they do their job. They show up for work and they do their job. Maybe some are better than others, but it's not their fault. In my opinion, the fault comes from if you hire a guy for 1 year and he has to spend the first 6 months learning his job because you have a proprietary system that's difficult to learn, then you only get a useful 6 months out of them, and you don't even know if they're going to be a good 6 months because not every programmer is good. So like, just that practice does not lead. If you're going to have a proprietary engine, you can't do that.
Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Ich schulde dir was.
Verfluchter Idiot!
Nur weiter. Ich decke den Commander.
Der Feind ist in der Luft.
Vorsicht, Aufprall!
Hey, da ist noch einer! Hey, kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Malta, wie ist Ihr Status? Kommen.
Ich glaube es nicht. Die ziehen sich zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
But that's also why I think the switch to Unreal is a good thing. That's like, it solves that problem I just described. I said you can only get one or the other. They chose to get rid of the proprietary engine and go with a more well-known system. And that certainly has trade-offs and learning curves, but I do think it was a good decision. It's also why we have a fake Halo game, a half-finished Halo game.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Yeah, I mean, the correct approach is to keep your expectations low. And I think people are expecting way too much from this game already. If you go in with low expectations and it's fun, then that's great, right? If you go in with high expectations and it sucks, then you're just disappointed. I think people are just setting themselves up to be mad on the internet.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Alle Mann Position halten!
Did I get him? I did. If he kills me from up there, I'm gonna quit. Don't do it! Oh my god. I tried to get help there. Okay, we got help. Come on, guys. Chill out. Come on, get back here. Hey, why are you turning around? Rolls. In the dungeon. I thought you ought to know. This is just not fair. Fox is like screwing with their AI Pathfinder. Come punch me.
Alle Mann zu den Evakuierungsstationen.
Thank you. Slow and steady. Don't need to get greedy. This guy better be in melee mode when I come back. I'm gonna be pissed.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
This is our first time to Cairo today, I'm pretty sure. Crazy.
Los, los, los!
Took me 20 minutes. Oh, so slow. Whatever.
Muss man eigentlich ein Trottel sein, um bei der Allianz anzuheuern?
Hab wohl irgendwie deinen Stimmbruch verpasst.
I mean, if the Halo 2 remake only comes out in like a year or two, I probably still can't afford to play it. I don't have a computer or an Xbox.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und
I
Verstärkung.
hate this game, I hate this game, I hate this game. Why did he not enrage? Why did he keep shooting me? I just spent 3 hours to reset to the first elite.
Slayer.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
I'm getting out of
Als
Cairo
erstes
again.
testen
I'm
wir
doing
Ihre
it.
Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht.
This
bitte.
game sucks.
Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson, also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
I can't believe I just died there on outskirts. I'm so mad.
Die Erde. Hab sie
I'm making
schon
it back.
nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
But is the thing, who wants the campaigns again is my
Das ist
question,
bestimmt eine
Lance.
große Sache.
Who's asking for the campaigns for a 5th time? Wait, how many times have we actually gotten Halo 1? It obviously came out in 2001, and then it came to PC in 2004 or 2005, and then it came to Xbox 360 backwards compatible in 2007 or 2006, and then it came out in 2011 with Halo 1 Anniversary, and then it came out again in 2014 with MCC on PC. Then it came out again in 2019 with MCC on, or with MCC on Xbox first, and then MCC on PC. That's like so many releases of the Halo 1 campaign. If you haven't played it yet, it's because you don't want to.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
I just don't think Halo is relevant enough for this game to bring it back to like full relevance. Halo used to be so relevant, like biggest game in the world kind of relevance, but I don't think the campaign has that staying power like the multiplayer used to. They weren't supposed to be able to shoot me there. It's not even with 343 in charge of it. I mean, gaming just in general, stop shooting me, is very different than it was. Like, the expectations have changed. People, like, if people wanted to play Classic Halo, they would be playing Classic Halo, but nobody plays Classic Halo. Like, Master Chief Collection is a playable game, it has the features. Nobody watches it, nobody plays it because it's just not relevant anymore. It's been 20 years. The game, people will expect different things in video games now. I don't think it's necessarily 343's fault. It's just like, I don't think like 20 years from now people are gonna be watching Fortnite either. Like, not Battle Royale, like the exact same. I don't think you can expect the same format of a game to stay relevant for 20 years. Not in the way people want it to. Mario's not the same though. Have you seen the new Mario versus the old Mario? Yes, you're the same plumber, but like they added so many crazy new features that like you look at like the revolution to 3D. They went from 2D to 3D. They went from Mario 64 to Mario Sunshine to Mario Galaxy. Like, these are not the same game. You look at what was the newest, even the newest 2D Mario had so many crazy new features that none of the previous Marios had. They're constantly reinventing Mario. Every year they reinvent Mario. The original incarnation of Mario was Jumpman on the Donkey Kong arcade machine. Dude, today's Mario is a different game than Jumpman, right? Like, they've reinvented Mario a million different ways. I don't see Halo ever returning to its, like, relevance of the early 2000s. I think we're just in a different time period. I also don't think we're ever going to go back to the movies that were popular in the 90s, or, like, we're probably never going to make the same, like, old country westerns with John Wayne again, either. These things are products of their time. They can only exist for, like, 20-year windows. If you want to keep making country westerns, you have to start making Star Wars. Like, the modern movies still keep the formula of country westerns, but nobody cares about the Wild Wild West anymore because it's not relevant to the world anymore. Yo, Nymera with the raid again. Appreciate you. You guys are just in time for me to hide behind this box. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to clear out this room with a very safe strategy. If you guys are not familiar with Halo, I'm playing on like ultra hard mode with like a million modifiers that make the game more difficult. So I'm using an exploit here. I'm hiding inside of a box to try to clear this room so the enemies can't see me, and I'm on a turret that deals very little damage, and I'm hoping they stand still like this long enough for me to shoot them. Look how much health they have. With all of the modifiers on, they just tank the bullets. He didn't even lose his shields. And these are plasmas. Plasmas are supposed to eat shields in this game. Eventually they'll stand still and I'll be able to pick off a kill here. I think somebody's alive somewhere and I don't know where they're at. That guy is Wile E. Coyote in it. Will you just stand still? Somebody? Anybody? I'm so tired of this room. They're just trolling me, man. They're trolling me. I think it's still the same overall point, though, is that, like, different types of franchises are going to be popular at different times and then they lose their relevance. I just don't see Halo ever coming back to its old, like, popularity, the same way I don't see country westerns ever coming back to their popularity. The format and the style can live on, and you can reinvent it like we were talking, just like Star Wars is a reinvention of that format, and you can even keep the same characters alive like they've done with Mario, where you switch from 2D to 3D and stuff. I just don't think you can keep the same classic format that everybody wants to talk about and pretend the game will be relevant to anybody other than classic fans. These guys just refuse to die. This is crazy. Please, just stand still. Anybody. Anybody! You're supposed to stand still, man. One of them is supposed to stand still. I'm convinced there's somebody hiding somewhere that I can't see. Please. Cooperate. These guys are so troll, man. There's what, 6 elites in this room, and none of them want to cooperate? I think we got one. Maybe not. You better not make it behind that box. Don't do it! Did he make it? Okay, he's dead. Dude, I've been here for 15 minutes and they just refuse to cooperate. I can't. I'm not gonna get impatient. I said I was gonna stay patient. I'm not gonna get impatient. We will do this. I think there's an elite or somebody hiding down there in the stairs. I think that's what's causing the annoyance. Wait, do we got one? Sorta? Can I get your feet or your toes or your fingers or something? I hate all of you. I'm being trolled, I'm being trolled. I don't want to get off of this turret. I just want them to cooperate, man. I'm gonna have to. There's still a dual wielder, isn't there? Did I get both dual wielders? Oh, we got another one, I think. Maybe. Don't move. No! Stay! Stay! Let's go! +1. Okay, we're down to, I think, 5 elites left in the room. If I come in... Where is this? There's somebody trolling me. Who is trolling me and where? Is it because this guy's in melee mode? Is that what's doing it? So he got stuck by his ally? And that's what... Okay, I think I figured it out. I think it should behave now. I didn't know he was in melee mode because I didn't stick him. He got stuck by his ally. Okay, well at least I learned something here. I'm dead. I'm not giving up. We're playing patient. Patience. Patience, patience. I need that left elite to come to the middle of the room and then we'll be good. Maybe. Okay, it took us 20 minutes, but we cleared the room.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Alle Nicht-Kampfeinheiten in die Druckzone.
What are you doing?
Alle Mann in die Druckzone.
not how I wanted that to go. I've messed that up twice.
Na los hier. Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
I sorted him! Why did it not hit him? What? I like sorted past him? I can't believe I just wasted 20 minutes there.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Alright, man.
Suchen Sie
I think I'm gonna have to take a break after this one. I shouldn't,
Oder
but
er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir.
I didn't get any good runs this session. I need to get
Wo
one.
sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
nicht das machen, Kameraden. Au! Au, das hat reingehauen.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Dumpfbacke.
Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
Oh, how did that happen? You just don't have a back? Felt like you should have been back smacked at least once there. No, I almost got away with it. Man, I should have been able to live there. That's a lot more fun than doing the turret strat. It's also a lot more risky.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab.
I'm struggling today, man. Yesterday I was making it to Cairo like every run.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe an.
No more messing around.
Aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
I just realized my webcam was off. I thought I still had that on.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
I'll turn the webcam back on in a second. This is to give you guys something to look at while I do nothing for 20 minutes. Oh, come on.
Vorsicht Aufprall.
Ich habe schlechte Nachrichten.
Eindringlinge im Backhaus Pelican Deck. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
It's not fair. Dude, what are these positions? Is this guy in melee mode? I think he is. I think that guy's in melee mode. Are you? Can't tell. I don't think so. It's moving all weird. Alright, we did it. We beat the room. And it didn't take 20 minutes.
Verlassen Sie Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Alle Nicht-Kampfeinheiten in die Druckzone.
Los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
Don't shoot at me. Did I? Why did those guys... What are these guys doing? I meleeed you! Why is my... Why is he not turning around? I don't know how I've been messing up my swords. I meleeed him. I swear I did. I don't know what I'm messing up. I'm like canceling or missing, and I don't think I'm doing either.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre
struggling today.
Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist schon gehabt.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe an. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Focus.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
I really thought I was gonna survive that. I don't know why. Oh man, they shouldn't have shot at me so early. I think I need to take a break. I'm getting too impatient. I'm not having fun right now. I'm not playing good. I'm not doing the right strats. I need to take a break. That's a good shot though. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'm gonna come back later. I'm just not playing good enough. I'll be back in like 5 or 6 hours. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna take a break. Hopefully we come back for a better session in the evening.